back to TVB News. A former Hong Kong Observatory director today called the proposed third runway a most stupid investment decision. Lam Chiu-ying urged people to look into the details of the airport's operations to realise that another runway is unnecessary. Plans for a third runway have been set in motion after the Advisory Council on the Environment recently approved the proposal's controversial environmental impact assessment. That's despite the council finding the need to add 20 conditions. Speaking to TVB News today, former Hong Kong Observatory director Lam Chiu-ying stated the case that Hong Kong has no need for a third runway.
The airport authority actually keeps on saying the runway is running at full capacity. But if you look carefully, when they say full capacity, they are referring to a maximum of 68 flights per hour. But actually, if you read at the documents put to the government when the new airport then was built, the ultimate figure is 86 flights per hour. So 18 flights have disappeared.
Lam said it comes down to mismanagement by the airport authority. In weighing the amount of money that would have to be put in against the returns, Lam called the proposed runway a most stupid investment decision. He also believes the authority is going in the wrong direction in the way it's developing Hong Kong's valuable airspace.
The way the AA has been managing the airport, we are reducing ourselves to a lower status of a regional hub. We are trying to get business from airports like Shenzhen Airport or Macau or Zhuhai, regional airports. So we are wasting our airspace on so-called regional service.
He added that Hong Kong has been duped for years into thinking that development means building physical structures, pointing out that infinite development of this sort is simply not feasible as the city has its geographical restrictions.
Local retailers have spent more than $6 billion to prevent theft losses. But a global theft study showed Hong Kong ranked the highest in the Asia-Pacific in terms of shoplifting last year. Rani Samtani has the story.
According to the Global Retail Theft Barometer, shoplifting cost Hong Kong retailers $2.34 billion in 2013. That's 55.3% of the city's retail shrinkage, which comprises losses from shoplifting, employee theft, supplier fraud, and administrative errors. Local retailers continue to face the biggest shoplifting problem in the region. This comes to $1,370 per person in the cost of retail crime for local consumers.
People from all over the world coming to Hong Kong to shop, to buy things, When there's an increase in traffic flow, shoplifting rate tends to go up.
So what's most popular with sticky fingers?
Fashion, jewelry, bracelet, things that are small, expensive, mobile phone, tablets. One things can be easily resold.
Electronics stores have the lowest shrinkage rate thanks to better prevention systems and inventory management.
For this product security alarm, no matter you cut the wire or disconnect the power, the alarm will have announcing noises.
This mobile phone chain store has invested $4.6 million on its security system. But it's a technological race against criminals.
The jammer can send out frequency at that particular, the same frequency as what the store system is working at, and the system will not alarm.
Security providers are trying their best to keep up.
We have come up with a new software or a firmware upgrade to our system, where else we can, when somebody tries to jam the system will alarm too.
For extra safety, Cheng put in security cameras as well.
Shoplifters, they came into our shop, cut the wire, and run away. And we provide the CCTV pictures and videos to the police. The police quickly arrested the burglars, and he was sentenced 3 months.
The company has managed to keep shoplifting losses to around $100,000 in the past 2 years. Rani Samtani, TVB News.
And for more on the story, tune in to Money Magazine at 7 tomorrow night here on Pro.
More overseas news now. More than a dozen people were arrested while demonstrating outside the police department in Ferguson, Missouri. After a quiet Thanksgiving Day, protesters were again out in force to vent their anger at a grand jury's decision not to indict a white police officer who fatally shot black teen Michael Brown. Tensions escalated late Friday during an initially calm demonstration after police said protesters were illegally blocking one of the main streets. A police spokesman said 15 people were arrested. Earlier in the day, protesters were temporarily shut down 3 large shopping malls in the St. Louis suburb on one of the busiest shopping days of the year. Pope Francis is in Istanbul, Turkey's largest city and commercial hub, on the second day of his visit to the country. Francis toured Istanbul's Sultan Ahmet Mosque and paused for a moment of reflection. When his predecessor, Pope Benedict XVI, visited Turkey in 2006 and amid heightened Christian-Muslim tensions, the Vatican added a stop at the mosque in a bid to show respect for Islam. Francis also visited the nearby Hagia Sophia, a Byzantine church-turned-mosque that is now a museum. All right, over to you for sports.
Thanks, Dee. The first test between Australia and India, scheduled for next week, has been postponed due to the death of batsman Philip Hughes. Hughes was hit in the head by a ball during a match last week and never regained consciousness. In an emotional tribute at the Sydney Cricket Ground, Captain Michael Clarke promised Hughes' family to honour his memory.